did this to my wife, or the one person I told him not to be with. He sinned against his own God. I mean, he's mad. He's just furious about the report that she's given him. Then Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison. He threw Joseph in the prison, into the prison. What was his response? That's how he was mad that Joseph would have done such a thing to him, sinning against Elohim. Like he was really buying into this lie. A place where the sovereign's prison were, a place where the sovereign's prisoners were confined. And he was there in the prison. But Yehovah was with Joseph and extended loving kindness to him. Who was with him during that time? The Father of Heaven. And the Father of Heaven knew exactly what was happening. Joseph wasn't really alone in that space with her. And so the Father extended his loving kindness to Joseph. What did that look like? Well, and he gave him favor in the eyes of the prison guard. So first he gave him favor in the eyes of Potiphar, and then now he's given him grace in the eyes of the prison warden. And the prisoner warden gave into the hand of Joseph all the prisoners. He says, please will you be in charge and rule over and guide and correct and pretty much the prison warden is asking him to do his own job. Will you be responsible for every inmate here who were in the prison? And whatever was done there was his doing. Joseph did the full routines. And this is how the Father displayed his favor towards Joseph, by enabling him to continue in serving with authority, managing people, seeing that it's done in a way that is going to be prosperous for Joseph's doing. The prison warden did not look into any point that was under Joseph's hand. Again, nobody was breathing down Joseph's neck. That he was trusted to have integrity. Because Yehovah was with him. And whatever he did, whatever Joseph did, Yehovah made it prosper. Okay, and so I just got done reading chapter 39. I'm going to go straight into chapter 40, but we're already half an hour in. Right? And so we may not get very far. It's going to go all the way to 50. Right now we're at 40. That was one page. It's going to go 10 more pages. And so whatever we're not finishing tonight, we can finish, probably not scheduled events, but I'll try to make either videos and edit them and try to send them to you, or maybe I could do another live. Unless I'm getting feedback asking me to do another live, I may not. So that's up to my audience member of how deeply I engage as far as doing another live. This is a part of a charting that I committed to 2 months ago. This will be my second one. I'm really interested in charting this. And then I'm going to take this another month of January. I'm going to be working on my community journaling project. And then the following month of February, toward the end of that month, around this same time in the month, I'm going to make another live video on Facebook, and that will be a scheduled event again. And then edit that. And then when I move into the journaling aspect following that, I hope it to be, really exciting, and we're going to dive into new ways of journaling that I haven't presented yet. And I'm not going to be presenting that stuff next month either. In January, we're going to be focused on common language, and I'm trying to answer some questions to try to get people comfortable and engaging in the format of the community journaling project, so that we can eventually begin to journal together. But there are quite a bit of things that need to be shown examples of before getting people on the same page. So if you've just been following briefly and you're not really understanding what I'm talking about when I'm talking about community journaling, it may not become clear, right, until we get through March. When we get through March, I'm really hoping to make it more clear and get more engagement. So here's Bereshit chapter 40. And after these events, it came to be that the cupbearer and the baker of the sovereign of Mitzrayim sinned against their master, Potiphar, the sovereign of Mitzrayim. So it's like Pharaoh, who was the sovereign of Mitzrayim. He's the king of Egypt. Potiphar is during Joseph's story. Potiphar is the king of Egypt right now. This is prior to the Hebrews going into slavery here. And Pharaoh was wroth with his two officers. He's mad because they sinned against him. The chief cupbearer and the chief baker. Those two guys. So he put them in confinement in the house of the captain of the guard. In the